You did a great job again for me last week, Eugene. You made me very, very happy. Do you know what I do for men that make me happy?
Give them presents?
You could say that. And I've got a present you can unwrap later tonight if you'll do me a little favor.
It's not my birthday.
I know, silly, but it's gonna seem that way.
Will there be cake?
No, Eugene,
and ice cream and balloons?
No, that's
and
not.
Pony rides?
Eugene! Listen, Eugene. If you do exactly what I tell you tonight, you're coming back to my hotel room after the show. Do you understand?
But I like my room. It's got all my action figures in it.
Eugene, listen. Edge has a match tonight against your former friend. I'm afraid he's gonna hurt Edge, and then he'll be able to hurt me again.
No.
But you can help Edge. We need you to be the special referee. The extremely special referee.
Referee? Like Dangerous Danny Davis or Earl Hebner's brother Dave?
That's right, Eugene. I know you'll do a great job for me tonight. Now go and get ready. Hurry up.
Holy crap. I thought I was gonna die.
I know.
Well, I guess we'd better get ready for your match, huh, bro?
We?
Yeah, we, as in you and me. Right?
Sorry, bro. Trish and I have some more planning to do.
Keep those belts warm, Christian.
Keep those belts warm, Christian. You're not the only one who can come up with a plan, Trish.
I'm so happy. He's a slippery devil. It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. Excellent counter. What ring presence. The very sight of Kane makes my blood run cold. What an inhuman monster he is.
You say monster like it's a bad thing, JR. But everyone loves a monster, whether they want to admit it or not. Dracula, Frankenstein, and the Wolfman never... It's like he read his opponent's mind. What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Here's the cover, JR!
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I don't understand how these fans can... Oh boy, these top rope moves can go either way.
textbook reversal there.
So, JR, are you enjoying the match so far?
Yes, I am. I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight.
What's your favorite part of it so far?
I don't think it's happened yet. My favorite part of the match will be when you quit yapping and let me enjoy it.
Now, JR. Keep your words soft and sweet because you may have to eat them later. I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser. He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here.
3, 4.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
1.
Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
Be that as it may, this isn't
3.
the sort of thing that wins matches, King.
Boy,
And there's the cover. You're not going to get him with that one. He's got some evil intentions here.
oh man, 10 feet in the air and all the way down again. We could have a pinfall here, JR. Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
I don't even know if you can use the word monster to describe Kane anymore. He's become so twisted and so evil that it almost sounds like a compliment.
Kane's never going to be up for the Humanitarian of the Year award, JR. But I think that's exactly what makes him such a great superstar. He'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. And that makes for some great competition.
That might be true, King, but Kane also takes a perverse pleasure in inflicting as much pain as possible on anyone who steps in the ring with him. How can having a superstar who tries to end the careers of his opponents be anything but bad for the
3.
business?
Simple, JR.
4.
Kane is natural selection in
5.
action. He weeds out the weaklings
6.
on the roster so that only the
7.
strongest superstars remain on Raw.
Boy, you'll go to any lengths to defend your position, no matter how wrong you are. I think anyone who took a look...
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding! This will rearrange your anatomy.
I could watch these superstars go at it all night, JR.
So the submission is locked in. This could be huge.
Oh my gosh, JR! You can't go long without tapping out to this. He sure is, JR, and I think he got all of that finisher. It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match.
He's going up, but what's he gonna do when he gets there? You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married. There's the reversal. I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Now remember, kids, whatever you do, don't try this stuff at home.
Absolutely not. Even these trained professionals wind up pretty badly banged up after a match. He countered that and made it look easy.
Oh, no! What are you doing?
My God! A choke slam all the way from hell!
Watch out! He reversed it! This is great, JR.
One.
He's really letting his opponent have it.
I guess he is. But I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally.
1, 2,
These superstars
Three.
are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the
One.
eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
I'll admit it,
One.
it's a little scary to watch up close, but I love watching Kane go to work. He's practically unstoppable.
He's certainly not stopped by conscience, that's for sure. Kane will crush
One.
anyone and anything that stands.
Oh my gosh, this could be the finisher.
1, 2,
What a reversal.
3,
These superstars are going to tear each other apart.
That's exactly what the fans paid to see, King, and they're not going to go home disappointed.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude.
Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended to our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw is the dominant brand in sports entertainment.
And you hit the nail right on the head there, JR. Wow, what a shot! He's been busted wide open. That's gonna need stitches for sure.
Stitches hell, that might mean the end of this match. He's risking serious injury by continuing to compete.
There's no rewards without risk, JR. And these are WWE superstars. They're not gonna stop the match just because of a little blood.
3.
I think this crowd has...
Wow, what a match, JR.
With my feet, stomp my heat, pump the streets, jump. You don't want war if my feet stomp my heat, pump in the streets, jump. Yeah, you don't want war. My feet stomp the heat, pump the streets, yeah, jump. Come on, you don't want war if my feet
Eugene, listen to me. That trollop is not your friend. She's using you and turning you into a laughing stock.
Oh, William. You just can't stand to see Eugene happy, can you? He's got friends now. Real friends. And I think it's just sad that you can't be happy for him.
Now listen to me, you vile little slag. Young Master Eugene is a good boy, and the last thing he needs is to be corrupted by the likes of you.
What the hell is...
Oh my gosh, JR!
Christian, what the hell are you doing? You're ruining the plan.
Correction. I'm improving the plan. I call this one Plan C. That limey Regal was trying to ruin everything. But as you can see, he's done now. That's how I roll.
Hallelujah! I think Eugene's finally seen the light.
Oh my gosh! Trish, get out of there! Eugene's gone crazy!
Eugene, stop it. Stop it right now.
Quite frankly, I don't care if you tear each other apart like animals. But you're going to wait until Survivor Series this Sunday to do it. You see, I'm making the World Tag Team title match a ladder match. But that's not all. As extra incentive, Trish Stratus's contract will also be on the line. Whoever wins the match gets the titles and Trish's services for 1 year.
A ladder match certainly favors the champions, Edge and Christian. But having Trish's contract on the line has got to shake their confidence somewhat.
Oh man, JR, I wonder if it's too late to convince William Regal to let me partner with Eugene. Winning Trish would almost be worth it. I'd let Eugene keep both the tag titles.
Stupid son of... Ah, I can't believe...
Guys.
Dumb mother...
Hold up. Wait. We gotta talk about Survivor Series. You can't roll without me.
Looks like Edge and Trish weren't as excited about Plan C as Christian was.
I think Christian's troubles are only beginning. Look out, Christian!
Well, hello there, tough guy. Welcome to the squared circle. We take no mercy on newcomers. I just like you to know that.
You think you know me?
I think I know who's gonna win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. That's got to be 30 pounds of ladder connecting with flesh and bone.
What a counter! Looks like someone's heading for the high rent district.
Whoever wins this fight might just win the match.
I'll admit it, it's a little...
There's not an ounce of quit in either superstar, but only one will remain on the ladder. A textbook reversal there.
They're really going after each other, JR. It's a long way down for whoever loses this fight, JR. I'm so happy that we have a super...
Both superstars are fighting to stay on the ladder. I don't even know if you... Neither combatant can afford to lose this fight and fall to the mat.
There's the reversal. They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold. Both superstars are beating the hell out of each other on that ladder. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle. He's a slippery devil.
Whoever loses this fight might just lose the match too, JR. He saw that one coming. Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars?
Look at the intensity of these two superstars trying to stay on the ladder. What a reversal. My God, look at the intensity of these superstars battling 15 feet above the ring. He countered that and made it look easy. I don't care who you are. A few hits from a steel ladder will take all the fight out of it.
He reversed it.
These superstars are going to... This is going to be a short match if no one takes that ladder from him. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but...
Well, that's one way to use a ladder, JR. These two are fighting for their lives on that ladder. Can't believe he countered that one. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes.
This has turned into... If he grabs the title, this one's over.
Look at that. No fear whatsoever.
He's done it. That's the match.
Here are your winners and still the World Tag Team Champions, Edge and Christian.
Yes, I see what you mean, Coach. I must admit his behavior has been a bit strange lately. Thank you for coming here tonight to bring that to my attention.
You wanted to see me, Vince?
Yes, thank you for coming to see me. I wanted to take this chance to compliment you on your hard work so far this year and let you know that it has not gone unnoticed. The matches you've competed in over the last few months have helped to determine your entry number into one of the greatest matches in sports entertainment, the Royal Rumble.
As you know, the Rumble takes place in 2 weeks. And tonight's match is your last chance to improve your entry number. And it must be your lucky day. Because Mr. McMahon, in his infinite wisdom, has come up with a typically brilliant plan to give you a choice of matches. You see, if you're fairly happy with your current number, you can compete in an Iron Man match tonight. When it's over, your opponent's number of pinfalls or submissions will be subtracted from yours. The resulting number will be added to your current entry number. So, if you score 3 points and your opponent scores 1, your entry number improves by 2. But if it's the other way around, your number falls by 2.
Or if you prefer to take a big risk for a big reward, you can compete tonight in a triple threat match against the number 1 and number 30 entrants. Win that match, and you'll get to enter the Royal Rumble last at number 30, which gives you a huge advantage. If you lose the triple threat, however, you'll enter at number 1 and have to face 29 other superstars in order to win.
I love it. That's sheer genius, Mr. McMahon.
Take it under advisement for a minute. Let me know which match you want to compete in tonight. Keep in mind that the higher your entry number, the later you enter the Royal Rumble, and the better your chances.
I'll admit it, it's a little scary to watch up close, but I love watching Kane go to work. He's practically unstoppable.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
know if you can use the word monster to describe Kane anymore. He's become so twisted and so evil that it almost sounds like a compliment.
Kane's never going to be up for the Humanitarian of the Year award, JR. But I think that's exactly what makes him such a great superstar. He'll stop at nothing to get what he wants. And that makes for some great He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to?
He's going to regret not following up here once he loses this match.
Come on, JR. This isn't something you do when you're worried about the outcome of the match. He knows he's got it in the bag. How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted to say something about the pot and the kettle. But instead, I'll say, would you look at that? A blatantly illegal maneuver. That should be a disqualification.
You might be right, JR, but I don't hear the ring bell. This match is still going.
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match.
Well, I don't say this too often, but I completely agree with you.
You're not going to get him with that one. Can his opponent kick out of this pinning predicament?
This is great, JR. He's really letting his opponent have it.
I guess he is, but I'd like to see a little less sizzle and a little more steak, personally.
This match has the potential to be... He could pin him right here, JR. Oh, boy. These top rope moves can go either way. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest. And as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. Look at him, rubbing his opponent's face in it. I love it.
Well, this crowd doesn't seem to share your opinion. And quite frankly, I hope this comes back to bite him.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
This is a risky move. It could prove to be disastrous. What a reversal.
He's going for the cover, JR. Oh, man. That's going to change the tone of this match, JR.
Yeah, and not for the better either. I wish the ref would actually pay attention to what's going on.
Oh, no. What are you doing?
My God, a choke slam all the way from hell. This could be a pinfall. The very sight of Kane makes my blood run cold.
Oh my gosh, look at all that blood. That's gonna leave a mark.
What a brutal match. The referee should step in there and stop this thing.
What? Are you crazy? It's just getting good, JR. He reversed it.
Look,
he doesn't seem to be too concerned about his opponent, JR.
Well, he should be. This one's not over yet, and you never know what might happen.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it. And here's the pin.
He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Then maybe he's not smart enough to realize how dangerous his opponent really is. He's got some evil intentions here.
Oh, man. 10 feet in the air and all the way down again.
Oh, come on now. How about a little more wrestling and a little less posturing?
It's
One,
called adding insult
two,
to injury, JR.
three.
And I think it's... Wow, these superstars left it all in the ring in that match, JR.
Ain't no stopping me now.
And here we go, folks. Mr. McMahon made this six-man over-the-top rope elimination battle royal as a preview of this Sunday's Royal Rumble.
This is going to be a great warm-up for these superstars, JR. I think I'm ready for the Rumble right now. I thought I'd pick the winner before the match started, JR, but now I'm having second thoughts.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, King. Usually I wonder if you've even had first thoughts.
He reversed it. Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
His opponent telegraphed that one. The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth.
I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. Looks like things have quieted down here a bit, JR.
Well, you can be certain that won't last long, King.
That's for sure. I haven't seen the superstar yet who goes down without a fight. Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
I can't believe he countered that one.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, If one of these superstars, he countered that and made it look easy.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat. A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? This match is going to continue until...
He saw that one coming. You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that you can never tell how a match is going to go.
That was a long way to go for a simple...
You're not going to get him with that one.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I'd bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it? I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they haven't. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR. If you can't see yourself having your arm raised by the referee when it's over, don't bother showing up. It's like he read his opponent's mind. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off. And it's been reversed.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. He can't keep letting his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. Well, there it is. That's the match. Just seen a glimpse of what's to come at the Royal Rumble this Sunday.
Yeah, things are looking good for him now, but if there's one thing you can expect from the Rumble, it's that you never know what to expect from the Rumble.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you know, earlier tonight we witnessed a classic bout for the World Heavyweight title. So before we begin the Royal Rumble match, allow me to formally introduce you to your new World Heavyweight Champion. You see, despite Eric Bischoff's apparent desire to keep the World Heavyweight Championship vacant, Raw will indeed have a champion to represent the brand at WrestleMania. And speaking of Eric Bischoff, I plan on personally coming to Raw tomorrow to get an explanation from him as to why he's been vacating every title on the brand.
Mr. McMahon's coming to Raw tomorrow night. I'd hate to be in Eric Bischoff's shoes right about now.
Who wouldn't, generally speaking?
Now remember, the man who wins tonight's Royal Rumble will earn a title opportunity at the greatest sports entertainment spectacle of all time, WrestleMania 22. Yes, the road to WrestleMania begins right here, right now, in this very ring.
No chance, so that's what you got.
He's a slippery devil.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running their mouths on SmackDown.
What a reversal.
I wonder how far these superstars are willing to go to get the win here tonight.
As far as it takes, King. We've seen them put their bodies on the line time and time again. And I'm sure tonight will be no different.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action. That went nowhere.
So come on, JR. Just between you and me, who are you pulling for in this matchup?
I'd like to see a clean victory by a superstar with a lot of heart and a lot of intensity who puts on the best performance possible for the fans, King.
You think this is going to be a back and forth kind of match? Or do you think this is going to be pretty one-sided, JR?
I couldn't tell you, King. These superstars, a textbook reversal there.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out here on a stretcher. He countered that and made it look easy.
Yes, that was an incredible move. What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheap, plain and simple. Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR. There's not a superstar on the SmackDown roster who could hold a candle to Raw's finest.
I wouldn't go that far, King. There are quite a few SmackDown superstars who I'd love to have on Raw.
Oh, come on, JR. Why would you want to lower the tone of the Raw locker room by bringing in some losers from SmackDown?
King, next time you call Undertaker, Kurt Angle, John Cena losers, make sure you give me some warnings so I can get out of the way before you do it. I don't want to be a part of any of your trouble.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match
his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. A reversal. He capitalize on it.
I wonder how long these superstars will be able to keep this up.
They'll go as long as they need to, King. And if they can't, they won't be having their arms raised after the match. That's for damn sure.
There's the reversal. I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight. Muhammad Hassan makes me sick. I wish he'd just stop his complaining, stop making excuses, and start proving himself in the ring instead of blaming everyone else for his trouble.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King. And I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess, King. That's why they say anything can happen here in the WWE.
Talk about adding insult to injury. Tossed out of the ring and the match. Watch out! He reversed it! I feel so lucky that I'm actually getting to see these superstars wrestle each other.
Me too, King. This one has the potential to become an instant classic. He's not going to get caught with that one. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. I can't believe he countered that one! Looks like they've slowed the match down a little. I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. There's not an ounce of quit in any WWE superstar. The human body has its limits, and they may have been reached here in this match. Excellent counter. What ring presence.
Uh-oh. This isn't going to be pretty. His opponent telegraphed that one.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way.
I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. These fans can't stand it when he does this, JR, but I think it's great.
He's sure not going to win over any fans with that move, but I don't think that bothers him too much, quite frankly.
He saw that one coming.
This is a classic matchup, King. I'm so glad the WWE fans are getting the chance. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky. You gotta respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. Up and over and out. Eliminated.
And it's been reversed.
I'm so glad Spike Dudley finally realized that playing the underdog part, it's like he read his opponent's mind.
He's taken every advantage in this matchup, and it looks like he plans on taking a few more.
If he's not the dirtiest player in the game, JR, he's a shoo-in for second place.
Mike Dudley used to be such a crowd favorite. He used to have more fans than many superstars on the SmackDown roster.
I don't think this is going to work, JR.
The size difference is just too great.
He reversed it. I can't remember the last time I saw superstars this fired up. I don't think they've even considered the possibility that they might not win this thing.
There's an awful lot of pride on the line here, King. No one in that ring wants to have to go back to the locker room as a loser.
What a counter! I almost feel bad for Taz and Michael Cole. They never get to call matches as good as this.
SmackDown's had its fair share of exciting matchups, King. I'm inclined to agree with you. There's nothing like watching the Raw superstars perform live.
And we're so lucky, JR. We get to see them every single week.
You're not going to get him with that one.
Boy, these superstars sure have their hands full here tonight, JR.
They sure do, King. They've got all they can say grace over. What's he going to do here?
Oh my gosh! It's the stunner! I told you Stone Cold was a bad influence, JR. I wonder if SmackDown's gonna have anything nearly this good next Thursday.
I think we both know the answer to that one, King. How could they compete with a match like this? It looks like he's getting ready to apply that full Nelson.
It's not just a full Nelson, JR. It's the Master Lock. And once you're in it, there's no getting out. He's going up. But what's he gonna do when he gets there?
He's all fired up now, King. And I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. He countered that one perfectly.
He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, and I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave him an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize to the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's. Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living. There he goes! He's out of the match!
What do you think of the match so far, JR?
I think these superstars are putting on one hell of an exhibition here tonight, King. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except for I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the Divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
How can these fans love Tajiri as much as they do, JR? They can't understand a word he says.
Maybe so. But Tajiri's actions speak much louder than words can. Tajiri earned his fans in the only way that matters, by being an outstanding competitor in the ring.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR. Oh, boy. You might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get...
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR. You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact.
I don't think I've ever seen a crazier superstar than Steven Richards, JR. And let me tell you, it's hard to beat a guy who's that unpredictable.
He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
Hey, how's it feel to embarrass yourself in front of millions of fans?
Oh, would you stop it, King? He's giving it his best shot here.
I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match.
Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
Heidenreich might be crazy and dangerous, JR, but I don't see that as being a bad thing when he's in the ring.
Having someone as volatile and unpredictable as Heidenreich can never be a good thing, King. He's a danger to himself and everyone on the SmackDown roster. So, King, Any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that would happen if you got one right every now and then.
The intensity of these superstars is unbelievable.
No doubt about that, King. The fans are getting their money's worth here tonight. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
No kidding. If you don't have that conditioning, you're not going to last long in a match.
You sure aren't. And that's only one of the many reasons I try to stay out of the ring whenever possible.
These superstars are so unpredictable, this match could go another 30 seconds or 30 minutes.
I hope it's the latter, King. It wouldn't hurt my feelings one bit if this match lasted the rest of the night. You're putting a lot.
What a finishing move! I get chills every time I see it. I don't believe it. He's been eliminated.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to by the end of this match. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match. I think we're beginning to see the effects of this very tough, very physical matchup on these contestants.
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? You've got to ask yourself, how much punishment will these superstars be able to withstand tonight?
I don't know, JR, but I think they're pretty intent on finding out.
They certainly are. I don't know how it's going to end, but I can guarantee you they're going to leave it all in the ring. I hope this match ends. And there's the elimination.
This is great, JR. Would you call this one a slobber knocker?
It's too early to tell, King, but it's definitely one hellacious matchup, no doubt about it.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. I know you're not the biggest Rene Dupree fan in the world, JR, but you've got to admit that he isn't a guy who misses too many trips to the gym.
He certainly isn't, King. I just wish he'd spend more time trying to improve his personality. I'm grateful for many things about being on Raw, but I think I'm most grateful for not having to see Rene Dupree on a weekly basis.
Now, JR, I'm sure Dupree's got many good qualities that you're just overlooking.
I can't believe I'm hearing you defend Rene Dupree. Has Robert Conway gotten to you? Are you a Prince sympathizer now, too?
No, it's just that ever since Rene went to SmackDown, I've been able to choose whether or not I want to watch him. And I've got to say, he's not too bad in small doses.
punishment a human body can withstand.
Or that part of it, anyway.
Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? Well then, why don't you just enlighten the rest of us, King?
No way. I can already tell this is going to be a great match, and I don't want to ruin the ending for you.
You're too kind, King. You're also full of horse manure, as far as I can tell. Have you...
Wow! He wasn't too gentle about throwing him out.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick! These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here. Over the top hope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. Boy, what an incredible competitor Rey Mysterio is. I have to say that pound for pound, he might be the most exciting superstar on the SmackDown roster.
That's an easy claim to make, JR. Mysterio only weighs about 90 pounds soaking wet with a brick in each pocket.
Well, you stop it. He's 165 pounds and 5'6". He might be on the smaller end of the spectrum. That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? Oh boy, this looks like an all or nothing move.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
Superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars for whatever goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
Here he goes. Up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off.
You've got to love Ric Flair. The Nature Boy doesn't let anything stand in his way.
Yeah, including the roof. I tell you, if there wasn't a WWE superstar, he'd make a great lawyer. You gotta give him credit. He's got a lot of heart.
Yeah, but I don't think he's got much in the way of brains. It looks like his opponent's going for the submission here, JR.
You'd be a fool not to take advantage of those injuries. He's got his opponent right where he wants him. And these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do, JR. And there it is. A textbook 619.
There's absolutely no question in my mind that Ric Flair is one of the true legends of this league. That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
I can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
Flair's a 16-time world champion, JR. Uh-oh, he's got his opponent down on the ropes. You know what that means.
619. He sent him flying with that one. I'm a raw man through and through, but I'd be lying. I think fatigue is set in here, King. I don't think this is going to last too much longer.
I think the best is yet to come in this match, JR.
I agree with you 100%. Whenever you put abilities of this caliber in a match together, it just gets better and better. He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
It's matches like this that make this the greatest job in the world, JR.
Absolutely, King. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I know why you don't like Carlito, JR. It's because he told you you weren't cool, isn't it?
Quite frankly, I've never spoken to...
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it. I think he's got some evil intentions here for his opponent.
He sure does. There's the Dupree bomb. He's going up, JR. This could be big.
Not to be nearing the end, King. I don't know how much these superstars have to give. There aren't many...
I think they're going to try to gut it out, JR. But guts will only get you so far. Sometimes it's just not physically possible to keep going.
I haven't had much of an opportunity to see Carlito up close and in person, but I'll tell you this one. I'm not impressed with what I've seen thus far.
How can you not be impressed, JR? Carlito won the United States title from John Cena in his first match ever on SmackDown. Even you can't deny that that's definitely cool.
It's an impressive accomplishment.
I think this one's almost over, JR. I don't even know how these superstars are still going. He can't keep letting his opponent work the same area of his body.
That's a recipe for disaster for sure.
No WWE superstar ever wants to admit they've got their limits, but when you've been getting hammered like a railroad spike all match, you don't have much of a choice. Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see...
That's it. He's out of the ring, and that
You can't question the heart of any WWE superstar. But there comes a point where you're just not able to physically continue.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in that ring, mark my words.
I hope these fans appreciate it, JR. These superstars are putting it all on the line for them right here tonight. JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain.
I'll be honest with you, King. This is not the way I thought this match would go at all.
Me neither, JR. I guess that just goes to show that anything can happen in the WWE.
I think you hit the nail right on the head, King. And it's that unpredictability that makes it so exciting.
I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I'd bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being over.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it? Oh boy, here he goes. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all. No matter how many times I see him, I never get over the size of the Big Show. 7 feet tall, 500 pounds. That's a whole lot of superstar right there.
Oh, he's big all right, JR. He can't even go to the beach anymore. What a move! It's not hard to tell why that's his finisher, JR.
I don't even know if you can use the word monster to describe.
Uh-oh. Come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
You gotta give Big Show some credit, JR. He might be...
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
They're taking it down a notch, JR. This could get interesting.
They're picking their spots, King. You got to know when to hold them and when to fold them. I don't think he's climbing up there for the view.
I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a match of the year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far as I'm concerned, any WWE match has that potential. Everyone on the roster is an accomplished wrestler. Boy, he's got some evil intentions here.
Oh, man. 10 feet in the air and all the way down again. Boy, these superstars have impressed the heck out of me here tonight.
Same here, King. We expected a solid match. We're seeing a great one unfold.
I'd be surprised if this didn't end soon, JR. I don't think there's enough left in the tank. So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King. This match is going to continue until someone's completely debilitated. And considering the resiliency of these superstars, that's not going to be easy.
That's for sure. No one in this match is going down without a fight.
And I wouldn't expect any less from them, King. Like them or not, you've got to respect the tenacity of each and every WWE superstar.
Look at these superstars, JR. They're completely exhausted. This can't go on much longer.
He's going up. This could backfire.
I don't think there's going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done.
There may not be, King. They may well annihilate each other here.
Oh, no! What are you doing?
My God! A choke slam all the way from hell!
So who do you think's going to win this match, JR?
I'm not even going to hazard a guess, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that that would be just about the most foolish thing I could possibly do.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths were going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the limber tail.
All right, enough!
That's one fewer superstar in this match.
Wow, these superstars left it all in the ring in that match, JR.
Not going to get caught with that one.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy?
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and simple. You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
Jerry, JR. All of those kicks and that... Oh, boy. This looks like an all-or-nothing move.
He countered that and made it look easy. Have you ever seen a kid with the look, the charisma, and the raw power?
I can't believe he countered that one. Imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'll have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight.
I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much. I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was. Van Dam is such an amazing athletic competitor. There's not a doubt.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match!
What a reversal.
Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I can't believe someone is out of it.
Hook the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
How can Shawn Michaels keep calling himself the Heartbreak Kid? Does he really think he's still breaking hearts at his age?
King, I'm sorely tempted.
He reversed it. I don't believe it. He's been eliminated. Look at these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
He saw that one coming.
These top rope moves are always difference makers, for better or worse.
I hope these superstars can make it through this match without suffering a serious injury.
So do I, King, but this ain't ballet. This is very intense, physical competition.
There's the reversal. I'll admit it. It's like he read his opponent's mind. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it?
What are they gonna do next?
I couldn't even begin to guess. He's a slippery devil.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss-up in my life, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I call them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. I don't think that these superstars have even contemplated the fact that they might lose.
I'm sure they have. That's not the kind of attitude you come in with and expect to pick up the win.
You're right about that, JR.
And it's been reversed.
Look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete. That's one fewer superstar in this match.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one. I think this one could go either way, JR.
It sure could. Until the referee calls for the bell, this is still anyone's match.
I talked to these superstars backstage before the match, and I don't think I've ever seen competitors so ready to get it on.
And that's coming through loud and clear here tonight in this match. They're not taking it easy on each other either.
It's been said a million times, but I'll say it again. This isn't ballet. Ruthless aggression is the name of the game. Can you believe we're actually watching these superstars go at it, JR?
It's great to see, King. I've been looking forward to this match for a long time, and I'm glad to see that it's not a disappointment.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
Watch out! He reversed it!
That's a short climb, but a potentially long fall.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks.